Hello, this is Rhythmic Activities under Physical Education, and today's topic is about locomotor and non-locomotor activities. So, under this lesson, ay mga madi-discuss natin today ay, of course, for our objectives, first, of course, we need to define and understand rhythm because it's connected to locomotor and non-locomotor. So, i-define natin yan later. And second, we will differentiate locomotor from non-locomotor activities. And then third, we will identify the different activities under locomotor and non-locomotor movement. Okay, so let's start our discussion or topic. So, of course, we need to define what is rhythm. Rhythm is the basic companion of dance. So every time that we dance, we are depending on the rhythm that we hear, not just, of course, coming from, a speaker, but actually rhythm can come from the sound or the sound around us, no? Hindi lang siya galing sa speaker or sa music na nagaling sa phone natin. Rhythm can come in any form, no? Different form. The dictionary defines rhythm as the movement or procedure with uniform or pattern recurrence of beat, accent, or the like. In the context of dance, rhythm refers to the sense of time. However, time followed by rhythm is not necessarily restricted to a limited amount. It can be extended or reduced that will cause changes in the music. So, napaka-complex ng rhythm. Pero in basic, of course, explanation, rhythm is, the beat, the accent that we hear, no, through, of course, the sound, no, na nanggagaling sa environment natin. It can come from clapping or drums or even yung pag step ng feet natin, no, yung mga ganon. So, hindi lang siya coming from music na nakukuha natin. So, of course, kapag naririnig natin yung rhythm, that's actually the time, no, na nagka-create tayo minsan ng mga movement. We follow it with movement coming, of course, depending on the sound na naririnig natin. Okay, so that is, again, the meaning of rhythm. Now, let's define, of course, ano ba yung locomotor movement or activities. Ayan. So, when we say locomotor movement, it is defined as movements where the body travels through space from one location to another. That's the simplest definition of locomotor. Ibig sabihin, we are creating movement, no? We are using our body, of course, to travel, no, through space from one location, lumilipat tayo sa ibang location while moving. That's why it's called locomotor. Through this definition, it can be said that this type of movement mainly makes use of the feet, but in other activities, a person can move from one place to another using his hands, no? These are skills that cover distance of movement from one place to another when executed. So of course, we cannot just, kumbaga, sabihin na movement through feet lang kasi may mga movement din naman that we're using our hands, no? Iba't ibang mga parts ng katawan natin. But basically, locomotor is using our body, no, through while doing any movement, ganyan, certain movement to move from one space to another. Okay? So that is locomotor movement. Ayan. Now, meron tayong pina-follow na for even rhythm, ayan, may countings, kumbaga, under ng locomotor ay mga example natin dito. So we have walking, ayan. Walking is using both feet to move forward by steps. No? And then we have running. Running using both feet in a generally faster speed. Like one foot must be off to the ground and at any given time while performing this activity. And of course, jumping, the body must push off, no, from one or both feet in performing a jump and then land on both feet. This can be done either vertically or horizontally. And then we have hopping. Hopping, unlike the jump, magkaiba yung hopping, no, at saka jump. Hopping requires the body to push off using one foot only. Yan. And landing on the same foot. Yun naman yung sa hopping, we're only using one foot, unlike yung sa jumps, both, no, pinupush natin yung both feet natin ay pinupush natin forward or up. Ayan. Dito naman is one, kumbaga, one foot, no, at maglaland ka sa kabilang foot natin, that is hopping. And when we say leaping, the person takes off using one foot, covering a fairly large distance, ayan, and land on the ground using the other foot. This can be preceded with a walk, no? Maglalakad ka and then tatakbo ka and then you're going to leap. Mas malayo naman yung ditong pagtalon natin. Okay? So that is even rhythm. Now, pag we say uneven rhythm, medyo mas mabilis naman yung movement dito while we are doing this locomotor movement like skipping, no? Skipping, a combination of a step and a hop, pinagsama yan, where the person steps forward with a foot and hops using the same foot, while bringing the other foot forward to step and hop and switch. So that is skipping. And when we say galloping, a forward movement that starts with one foot, forward bent at the knee, and pushing off from the ground before landing on the position of other foot. So that is galloping. And then sliding naman, this movement is done by stepping to the side or forward or backward with one foot and then closing the distance by sliding the other foot towards the former. So that is yung under ng uneven rhythm, no, na movement natin while we're moving, ha. This is still under ng locomotor. Ibig sabihin, we are doing this movement or motion or action, of course, while moving in different location or space. That is locomotor movement. Now, when we say non-locomotor naman, ay, syempre, it's a complete opposite of locomotor. So, unlike locomotor movement, non-locomotor movement is defined as movements that occur in the body parts or the whole body and do not cause the body to travel to another space. So, hindi naman natin kailangan ditong pumunta. No? We are moving the same way din sa locomotor, but we are not moving in different location or hindi na tayo nagta-travel, no, papunta sa ibang space or ibang location. However, some non-locomotor activities can be combined with locomotor movement. So, ayun na nga. Kasi may mga locomotor, no, na pinagko-combine natin with non-locomotor. Kaya nakakabuo ngayon ng, we can imagine that we can form a dance step, no, while doing this. So, which is later on, makikita natin yan. Pero yun yung ibig sabihin ng non-locomotor, no? You are doing this certain movement, this certain step, na hindi mo kailangan lumipat ng ibang lugar. You're just there on a specific or static or fixed point, no? That is non-locomotor, pero pwede mag-iba yun. No? Pwede mag-iba yun kapag kino-combine natin, pinagsasama natin yung locomotor at non-locomotor movements. So, we have example here like swing, no? This is done by moving or walking in a pendular motion. Ayan. And then twist naman, this is done by partially rotating the body or some parts of the body around, iikot ka, a base. For example, twisting the upper body back and forth while keeping the feet firm on the ground. And we have turn. This is a full rotation of the body in place. So, yun naman yung turn. Shake, no? This is done by quick vibration motions of a body part. So, you're shaking your body. And then bend, done. Again, bend, done by flexing a body part at the joint. And we have stretch. This is done by extending the limbs or muscles. So, sinasatch naman natin yung kabay natin dyan, no? Limbs or muscles for stretching our body. And then rock or sway, the body is rocking by moving back and forth or sideways. Ayan. So, those are just few, no, examples natin ng, of course, non-locomotor movement. So, we need to remember na yung pinagkaiba ng dalawang yan is pag sinabi natin locomotor, very simple lang naman, no? You are actually moving in different location, no? While running, while jumping, or others movement. But when we say non-locomotor, you're just doing this movement while you are keeping in the same place, no? Pero minsan nagiging non-locomotor o nagiging locomotor din siya kapag pinagko-combine natin sila. Like, let's say, nag-shake ka, while you're shaking, you're also moving to another place, no? Pwedeng maging ganun yun. Kaya doon ngayon nabubuo yung tinatawag natin na dance, no? While sa pag-combine natin ng dalawang ito, no? Which is, of course, matututunan natin yan, mas maintindihan natin yung connection ng movement ito sa susunod na topic natin. But for now, yun munang lesson natin. That is, again, locomotor and non-locomotor movement. And again, this is Miss Angel Melegrito, our topic under ng rhythmic activities, that is locomotor and non-locomotor movements.